Okay, thank you. Perfect, thank you. So the first thing I must say, it's what I'm going to present today and what I discussed with the organizer of the conference when we choose the topic. It's a collective work. It's the work of a team called Wimmics, and this team is a joint team between INRIA, I3S, CNRS, University of Nice, and we're also part of W3C, so everything we do tend to be colored by web standards. So I'm going to present the work done in this team, and basically the idea is that I'm going to spend 2 to 3 slides on each topic touched by one of the 40 members of the team. And so I give you the menu to some extent, and if you want more detail, there is the name of the people who are doing the actual work on each one of my slides, so you can delve into the detail going into their publications. So what's the scenario, research scenario we're doing here? Can I move or should I stay on stage? I can move? Okay, thanks. There must be an Italian somewhere in my ancestral. So let's start with the scenario. The idea behind linking social semantics and formal semantics is that imagine you have a person who has a question or who's trying to write something about recycling. What we would like to be able to do is detect that there are people here who are authors of a document talking about waste, for instance, and that there is a semantic link between waste and recycling, so that we can push that information. We would also like to be able to detect that this author is working in the same group than another person here, and that therefore there is a social entity, a group, working on that topic, and we want to push that too. We also want to be able to detect things in the open web, for instance, that there is an expert who is an expert in ecology, and he's actually animating a forum, an open community on that. And we want to be able to detect the experts, we want to be able to detect the community, and to push that information to the person. Not everyone is very active on this topic, but for instance, someone could be bookmarking on pollution right now. The person is not producing a document or not animating a group, but we also want to be able to detect that and that there is a link between pollution and recycling and be able to push that information. And finally, there might be other people with the same question, and there again, it's interesting to be able to detect that in order to form a community of interest around that question. Finally, some people may be working on the same topic, but because they are in a competing company, for instance, we want to do the opposite with them. We want to prevent